All right, hey guys, how you doing? As we look here across this vast smorgasbord of breakfast for the dogs, I'm going to make a quick educational video. I'm always learning, and when I learn something, you guys know, good or bad, whether I made a mistake or I just, I did something good, or I've learned through process of elimination, experience. I like to share that with everybody. It's a proud moment to learn things. As you guys know, every one of our dogs gets fed individually. They all get our Happy How food, with an exception of one girl regularly who gets a homemade cooked food because she has allergies to one of the things in the Happy How. So one out of 102 or 101 have allergies. We also give them our CBD and our Mag 7 spray and all these other health products which do great for pests and so forth. With that being said, that's not what I'm here to do. I'm not here to promote that. I'm here to tell you findings that I found. If you guys have looked at any of my videos, for the most part, we've had major and massive and incredible transformations with some of the dogs in their weight. Many of them come to us overweight, many of them come to us emaciated. These are problems that you can't cure or correct overnight. They take months to really dial in. The really lean ones need to build up their weight, they need to build up the appetite. The heavier ones, they're a little easier to drop the weight, whether they like it or not. But you run the risk of you're not paying attention. You can go too far, which we've done that very minorly, and then you have to adjust and bump up. What this video is about is something else that I have learned. In all of these plates, and all of the food that we use on a daily basis, it now has to change. We've dialed every single one of these dogs in, and it's constantly going based off of their metabolisms, how much they're using energy, if they've been sick or not. All of this changes throughout the year for minor changes here and there, and a dog here, a dog there. Like Mama Pac, when she comes home, she won't be eating anywhere near the amount she was at first. We're gonna have to build her back up again. But as a whole, all the healthy dogs here, what I've found, now that we are moving into summer, and I don't think anybody can really, I'm sure there's some of you that are gonna be like, I knew this, and I'm sure you did. But like I said, I didn't know this, and I have 100 dogs, and I think I have a lot of experience, a lot of anecdotal experience, but I pay attention to everything I do to be able to say the things that I'm saying here. And again, it's not scientific facts, but I think I have a pretty good case test study, so to say. So when I used to have my Rottweilers, we fed them dry kibble. I didn't know any better. Forgive me for that. I should have known better. But my perspective has obviously changed through the years over with this stuff. So we fed them dry kibble, and many of you probably do the same thing when you feed dry kibble. You feed them in a bowl. And I guarantee you, not many people actually measure out exactly what the bowl is. And even if you do they eat it all at once? And how do you know if they ate it all at once, that's enough food for them? Or if they just leave it sit, how do you know when they're going to eat it? If you have multiple dogs, are all the dogs eating the amount they should? So, with us doing this, we're able to really, like I said, dial in everybody. Now that summer has come, and this is the educational part, we are going back to the drawing board, and we're going to have literally 2 seasons of food for these dogs. We've got our winter season, and now we're going to have our summer season, because everybody's outside now. Everybody's more energetic, and everybody's more, they're spending more energy, they're expending more calories, they're more athletic, they're running around having a good old time. And all of a sudden I'm noticing they're dropping weight all over the place. Now, not severely to where, oh my God, their hips are showing and they're emaciated and they're lethargic. No, nothing like that at all. But when you strive to keep a perfect weight base on them, and then all of a sudden, within 3 to 4 weeks of feeding them everything that you've done for the last 6 to 8 months, because this is the first year we've actually done every single dog through all of the seasons. So I'm still learning as I go, as I'm saying. And like I said, there is a large portion of these guys, and it coincides with the ones that are more energetic, the ones that want to be outside running around, because they have free reign. As long as it's not raining outside, they have free reign every day to be outside as long as they want. So I just thought this was educational to tell people that you can dial in your dog's food, especially with being able to feed them individually like this with a product like Happy How, because you can not only measure it, but then you can see the results. And again, as their energy levels change, as their activity levels change, you can tell if they need more food or not. And if you got a big guy that needs to lose some weight and he's not losing quick enough, wait till the summer, get him outside a little bit more, feed him the same amount, he'll drop weight quicker. So I don't know, it's kind of stupid. I don't have a real ending to this, so I'm just rambling into it. But I just thought it was very interesting for you guys that we will be, in the very near future, in the next week or so, revamping probably 60% of these plates and changing the amount of food and actually bumping it up for many of the dogs because we want them to have the energy, we want them to have the size and the health and everything else. So I just think it's amazing what you can learn when you really pay attention, which obviously, as you can see, I do. And I learn every single day here. This isn't just a mission of love. This isn't a journey of just love, which it is. But it's a journey of learning. And like I partnering with Happy Hal, I've learned so much that I'm able to give them all the feedback on this information, and they can then use it in their marketing, and they can use it in their research, and they can compare it to the research they've done. And it's when you get companies doing this together and people doing this together, man, that's when we can start making some really decent strides in helping all of the dogs down the road. So this is part of my mission in the long run, and this is just a tiny little step to it, just more information gathered to understand how we do it, what we do. So I just thought I'd share that with you guys. I'd love to hear your comments on it. I'm sure there's going to be some people, well, I knew that, and I do that, and I change it in the summer. But there's going to be that might be one or two people, okay? The rest of it's going to be more like, oh, I'm just going to say that so I look good. Or, no, I didn't know that. They're going to be honest and say, wow, I really didn't know that. I didn't even think of that. Because I'll be honest with you, I think of a lot. I didn't think of it. So until I actually witnessed it and noticed it. So anyway, thank you guys for listening to me. You have a good one. And like I said, I just brought some information to you. And any questions, any comments, I'd love to hear them. Thanks, guys.